Hello, everyone, and welcome to Origins by the Esports Awards, where we talk to some of your favorite esports talent, content creators, casters, and everybody behind the scenes to make the cogs turn in esports. I'm your host, Morgan Tremaine, and I'm joined today by a Spanish legend in esports and gaming. Please welcome Goorgo.
Hi, how are you? Nice to be here.
Nice to have you here. Yeah, how's your EWC going so far?
Well, pretty good actually, because we just came with 2 games with Valorant and Call of Duty. Valorant we won, so that was amazing.
Yeah, just quickly, like vamos Heretics. Yeah. You guys are killing it. This has been a killer run. Yeah.
Valorant was amazing. I mean, we had 0 hopes after the first match because we lost. We were down really bad, but the guy just pulled it off. It was our 6th international final. Well, national and international final. We had lost the 5 previous ones, so we just broke the curse here, and it was amazing. The guys were super hyped, and then this week we're here with Call of Duty Black Ops 6, and right now we're about to play semifinals. So yeah, I mean it's been a good tournament.
I mean, well, this is Origins. We'll get into your Origins, but I'd have to gush about Heretics' run so far. The fans have turned out. The Spanish fans here in Riyadh are crazy.
Yeah. I mean, we have a lot of, obviously we're a Spanish-born esports team, so we have a lot of fans there in Spain, and the guys came here to support the Call of Duty team, and obviously these guys have crazy passion.
There's energy.
Yeah,
there's
crazy energy
in these arenas. Yeah.
The guys got a little bit too hyped in the beginning. They had to calm them down because they got too excited there. But yeah, these guys are amazing.
That's great. Do you ever see a possibility of expanding into some more games too?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, for next year, we would love to come with more games. Now, obviously, for those championship points, we would have loved to come with more games. But unfortunately, we only have 2. But for sure, next year, we'll come with more.
Awesome. Well, so I know you started as a content creator and a streamer long before co-founding Heretics.
Yeah.
So what were those early days like for you as a content creator, and what made you, what led up to Heretics, to wanting to get into this space?
Yeah, so I think my story is a pretty basic one. So I started off playing Call of Duty. When I learned, I understood the game. I learned what Call of Duty was about, and I just completely fall in love with Call of Duty. So then I was just like a small 12-year-old boy in Spain. So I started watching YouTube videos of other people, the first Spanish-speaking content creators, and I said, I don't know what the fuck is this, but I want to do this. I need to do this. I love this. So I started just on my own, just uploading videos, then started to grow a small audience. And then when I turned 16, I was still obviously super, super young. I had a big audience. This was in Call of Duty Black Ops 3, 2016. I had a really big audience there in Spain. I also watched a lot of FaZe, Optic growing up. So
the good old days, yeah.
Yeah, I loved that from Spain, and I was like, okay, I want to do this here in Spain. This is something I really, truly enjoy. And here, no one talks about this. I really, really think this could have a big fit here in Spain. Because at the end, Spain is not a huge country, but you have Spain and you have all of Latin America, which are Spanish-speaking people. So at the end, those are big numbers. If you watch the Spanish, not only esports, but content community, it's super, super
massive,
big.
Massive.
It's massive. We hold the Twitch world record.
We were watching eBay last night. Yeah, it was insane.
Those are really big numbers, and all of those guys are Spanish-speaking audience. So numbers are there. I had a big audience, and I said, I want to show these guys esports. I want to show these guys esports content, esports players. If they enjoy watching me, and I'm okay, but I suck. If I create a esports team and I show them who these guys really are, who the real good players are, they're gonna enjoy it for sure. No.
So it came from just I wanna bring esports here. I wanna show these people what esports.
100%. Because back in the day in Spain, content creation was on one side of the road and esports were in the other. It wasn't together. So I said, okay, I need to bring this together through a small Call of Duty team that started off in Spain. And then we just started growing from there into other games and into what Heretics is now.
What is it about Call of Duty
I don't know, man.
I don't know either. I have it too. It's in me. I know what it is, but it's like there's something about it. It's I
think you cannot describe it. It's something that trespasses borders. I think it's something that you just know. Like, have you played Black Ops 2, Warfare 2, Warfare 3? Like, if you say yes, I know you understand it, and that's something. It's really. I think it's just like a shared passion of not only a game but also like moment in time. You know, a moment in time in YouTube, in content creation, like understanding of the way that was born. For example, in Spain, nearly every YouTube channel was born through Call of Duty. Then they started doing like everyone their own thing, but Call of Duty was like the main game that drove a lot of audience from the beginning.
So you're doing content creation. You want to bring esports in. I think maybe most people would think, okay, I'm going to start doing more esports content and maybe do some reporting or news in that way. But it's a big leap to go into. Now I want to make an org. I'm going to have a team. What was your mentality going into that? Because that is a big step. You'd be like, I'm going to take this on as an org.
Yeah, now it may sound more serious. Back at the moment, it was
just kind of more like for fun.
Like, I want a team, you know. I want a team. I know these guys. I know a few. There were some kids that played in another team. They were gonna get kicked. So I was like, okay, I want these guys. These are young guys, super cool guys. So I wanna start a team with them. Luckily, I didn't found by my own Heretics. We're 3 co-founders. So between the 3 of us, we started like working on the idea, like how would that work out, and yeah. But it wasn't like, okay, I'm gonna build a company. I'm now gonna be a serious man building a company. No, I was like, I want a Call of Duty team. I love this. I think my audience will like it too. And yeah, that was like the thought behind that.
Was there a moment that you can think back to where it's like this went from, okay, well, it's just us kind of making a team, whatever, to, oh my God, this is real now. This is big. This is actually something serious. We have fans now. We're winning. This is something big.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was like a small and not really quick progression, but there's like a couple of moments in time, maybe like winning the first championship, or I think there was a big moment when we got into the CWL, which is the Call of Duty World League.
Yeah.
That was really important for us because like we had to get in. If not, we were gonna like lose that train on going international. Then unfortunately we couldn't access CDL, which were when they franchised the league.
Yep.
So that was like a big turning point for us because like we had built a huge community in Call of Duty, and now we got like not kicked out, but we couldn't access the league. So we had to like pivot into other games. Luckily, we found success in Valorant, in other games, and yeah, like the second like moment where, wow, this has grown a lot was when we bought into the LEC for League of Legends, and then we got the Valorant spot too. So that was like, okay, now we are one of the 10 big teams in Europe.
That probably ended up being a blessing in disguise, that it kind of forced you to be like, you know what, we need to diversify.
100%. Because
you might have just held back and not done that as quickly otherwise.
Yeah, and also like the position we would have been in if we had raised the capital to buy that Call of Duty spot would have been awful for us, because we would have 100% lost control of the company, and then like we couldn't have grown the way we have grown. Now we have gone like full circle, going back into the league, because at the end those are our roots, our grassroots, and we wanted to go with Miami Heretics. But yeah, I would say that second moment when we really got international, going into LEC, VCT, that was also a huge moment for us.
What do you think sets Heretics apart from other orgs?
I think like when we say like our fans have passion, our players have passion, like that's also because like the management team has unreal passion. Like those are the people that obviously fans don't see as much, but we just work really hard. Like it's not easy because at the end of the day, a lot of companies, a lot of esports teams were born through big investments. We were born through like put in 1,000 euros in a PayPal account, you know, and we bootstrapped the company from there. So now we have LEC slot, which is valued obviously in millions, a VCT spot. We compete in CDL. We have a really good Valorant team, but we have done that without like receiving a lot of huge investments. I was 16 and my co-founders were 17 and 23, so we were literally kids on Skype founding esports org. So that's like, we don't take anything for granted. We just fight for everything we have, and that's also some like a mentality that we give to our players and also to our fans, and I think they understand that.
Well, so you mentioned grassroots. That really does seem to be a part of it. It's these people that came up with the org, and it's you have this ownership that is really invested in it, and it feels more like I don't know. There's passion there at the core of it, and I can feel that when I look at you and when I see the fans in Heretic. It's really amazing to see.
Yeah, I mean, we said like a couple of years ago that we are going to be the best and biggest team in the world, and obviously it sounds back in the day it sounded more delusional. Now it's a little bit less delusional. Mm-hmm. It's still maybe delusional, but I mean I know it's going to happen. So it's just that confidence and that, but not like bad confidence. Just like I know whatever it takes, we're going to do it. So we will keep continue growing. Our fan base will continue growing, and we will be the best team in the world.
So starting off in Spain, going into CDL and league and everything, obviously it started very, very local, very regional. To see Heretics expand internationally the way it has.
That's amazing.
What does that feel like to see something that started off as like such humble beginnings? Like you said, like kids on Skype go to this now.
So at the beginning, everyone that knew Heretics knew me because I was like the founder and the face. And like last summer, we were playing the Champions World Finals for Valorant in Seoul, in Korea. And there was a lot of like, we were a really loved team there. So there was a lot of Korean girls with, actually with this jersey on. Yeah. That was the jersey that we were competing with.
That must be wild to see. Yeah.
And they were passing. That was wild. Obviously, they didn't know me. Like they asked me, like, "Oh, where did you buy it?" Like, so that thing for me that was really amazing because you see, like, wow, 8 years ago, everyone that knew Heretics knew me. Now it has surpassed me and everyone that works here like a million times because there's people all around the world who don't even understand Spanish, don't even speak Spanish, maybe don't even speak English, and likes the team and enjoys the team. So that's like an unreal feeling. So
bringing Miami Heretics into the Call of Duty League was a huge step. How do you feel seeing them compete under that name for the first time?
I was super excited because at the end, like, we didn't get kicked out, but we couldn't. We got kicked out like out of the league. Like,
yeah, that's fair. That's fair. A lot of teams did.
Yeah, a lot of teams did, and that was actually like a feeling for us. Like, man, this is like we had qualified here. Now we are out, and we had to go like full circle. You know, you have to go down that path, go into other esports which maybe you didn't control as much, grow a fan base there, League, Valorant.
It's like starting over, really.
Yeah, and then
somebody can be a fan of one game and completely oblivious to something else too.
Yeah, 100%. And like getting strong there, building like what we have already built in Call of Duty elsewhere, and then come back to the League. That was a really cool experience, a really nice feeling. And the players right now, the roster that we have, I think is the best roster we have ever had. Like, these guys are I don't know what's going to happen today, but these guys all season have been top 4, top 3 sometimes. That's incredible for all Spanish lineup, Spanish players and Spanish coach, and I really am happy for them because I know the level they have, and I know for a fact that if Heretics wasn't here, they would have never had an opportunity. And anyone can take that as they want, but that's straight probably a fact. And I'm super happy that we have given them that opportunity, and they have like taken full advantage of that and gone full in.
I mean, I don't know what's going to happen today either. I'm rooting for you, but I know that this arena will be the loudest between the Optics fans and the Heretics fans. For sure. I will be watching that in the stands.
Optic is home crowd everywhere they go. I feel maybe now, today, it's the first time they're not the loudest. Maybe. Let's see.
Maybe we'll see. So regarding your Valorant team too, obviously you've built that up. You've had this great grassroots community. Seeing them win here, what was that like? What did that mean to you?
I was crying
on this world stage.
I was crying like a baby because
it's awesome.
Yeah, because I have a video uploaded on Twitter crying. I was just like, because these guys they were through a lot. They're super young. I mean, these guys are 19, 20, 21. The only older one is Boo, who's 26. But it's still super young, and these guys thought they were cursed, because they weren't stopping losing all of the finals, like World Finals, National Finals, EMEA Finals, Seoul Finals. They lost 5 in a row, so that for like a super young team is brutal. it just crushes your soul, and you think like,
Yeah,
I'm not capable of
It's never
winning.
going to happen now. Yeah.
I'm not capable of winning.
No.
And we thought like getting into the grand final, we started 0-2. Also, Fnatic was like really winning us the couple last series. So these guys also thought like Fnatic had an edge over them or something. And coming back from a 0-2 to a 3-2 and winning a final, you just crushed all your demons like in one series.
It's really amazing to see. And again, the fans are so passionate. Like, it's palpable. You can taste it when you're here and you see them. It's crazy.
And also for the Valorant team, like these guys, if you see some videos, they're adorable. You know, like they're super friendly. They're awesome. They're friends. Like you have Benji VC, you have Rians, which are mega likable guys, and a lot of people have fallen in love with the team because of the guys' personalities.
So now you've obviously had, you're used to having a fan base from your content creation, but now with the Heretics fans, do you feel a lot of pressure now? Is it a different kind of pressure to satisfy this fan base, to keep winning, to keep the fans happy?
Yeah, I mean, fans, like in my experience, the thing is they're really they're not patient at all. And this is something like I talk with other team owners, like everyone is in the same. I think this is something very, very normal for fans. Like they want to win and they want to win now. You know, when you're in a losing streak, they just want to kick everyone, and they just that's like the passion. I understand where that comes from.
It goes both ways, the passion.
Yeah, and I understand where it comes from. I know, but I'm the first one who wants to win. You know, but you cannot manage a team like that. You cannot just you lost out I kick you. Nah, you can't do that. So there's a pressure there, obviously. But I would say like I'm the number one biggest fan. So I'm the first one who gets mad, the first one who gets happy. So it's not like they know if they're mad, I'm more mad, you know?
That's good. There has to be that camaraderie too, because you're invested in it, yeah.
Yeah, it's like my baby, you know? If they are not happy with the team, I'm the first one who is fucking mad, and I don't want to lose, you know?
So you've talked about the losing streak from your Valorant team, and obviously the ownership that you have in this, the passion that you have for it, the personal responsibility you feel for it. Like, how do you get through those times when it's just like it's losing and losing and losing, but you have to keep everyone motivated as one of the leaders of the organization?
I would say like I have a master's degree on that, because like now we're turning 9 years old, and we've lost a lot of times. So I had to learn how to manage, you know, that anger. Right now, I would say I just go to sleep, and next morning I'm okay.
That's healthy. That's a healthy way to go about it. Yeah.
I mean, I've tried a lot of things, you know.
Yeah.
That's the best thing I can recommend. Just go to sleep, and next morning say, okay, I'm gonna try it again. You know, I have to. There's no other way. You just have to do it. There's no option. You're gonna do it. You're gonna keep going. So you might as well just keep going with a good humor, you know, and good attitude.
I mean, that's the only way you have to approach it, though.
Yeah, is that or quitting? I know I'm not going to quit, so, I mean, I have to go.
Yeah. Well, speaking of not quitting, so you talked a little bit about you want to get into more games. If you're willing to say it, what are you targeting specifically? Like, what is next for Heretics?
We don't have, like, a plan yet to enter, but I feel like for us, our next step is probably CS. I would love to enter CS. Our fans are asking for CS like from a while ago. Like a couple of years ago, when we entered VCT and LEC, we said, okay, what's our approach going to be like? Enter a lot of games, or really like have good teams in all of the games we have, and then okay, let's go to the next one. That's like the approach we took. I think that's the correct one. I'm not happy with like our LEC team, or like not now, but historically, like our results. So I think we have a job there that's not done yet, which is like really get into get a really really good roster and good results with LEC. But I think when we get that done, probably our next step will be CS, because we have a big shooter culture in Heretics, with founding with Call of Duty, with Valorant. So that's something that makes sense for us.
What is it like finding talent for you?
I think that we have been pretty good in attracting talent, with probably less resources than other teams, which at the end makes you have to go for rookie players. But I think that's a really good approach. You know, if you understand how to build a team, a well-balanced team with rookies, that's something where we have found a lot of success. our Valorant team were 4 rookies, and they got to the world final in their first year, in their rookie year. So that's something I think never done before. For Call of Duty, for example, we knew that, hey, we have a lot of talent in Spain. It's not like we have that philosophy and whatever the results are, we're going to keep it Spanish. No, we're perfectly capable of going with international players, for sure. Now we wanted to do the Spanish project, and it's working out really good. These guys are super talented. But, I mean, at the end, it's just finding, I think, young and well-balanced talent. And for me, in esports, is not going to big names. Obviously, if there's a big name and he's really good, but not because of his name, but because of his real talent. Because at the end, everything changes so fast in esports that I don't believe that paying sometimes 3 times or 4 times what a big name is asking for gives you 4 times more chance of winning than if you sign, let's say, a less popular player.
I mean, you're saying everything that makes the most sense for like how to successfully run in org. Like don't take the big investments too early on, or you're going to have a master you have to satisfy. Don't pay too much for players. Build up talent. So are there any organizations that you really look up to and think are doing it right too, that motivated you early on?
I mean, early on, as I said, we found it because we loved like the essence of Optic, of FaZe, that clan feeling, that team feeling. I wouldn't take like. I think they're done good things. They're really good at some things. I don't take a lot of example from other things that Optic and FaZe have done, but I totally respect them. Like they were my role models when we founded. I would say now, one of my favorite orgs is probably K-Corp. I really like K-Corp, like how they're doing everything. I went to their event. We were invited to their event that they do every year. They fill up an arena with 40,000 people. That's nuts. I mean, that's amazing. I really, really respect those guys. I also like G2, and I think G2 has obviously built a really, really solid team. But I would say, yeah, those are the 2 of the teams that I like the most.
So you've got esports locked down. What are you looking at as far as like? Do you consider like lifestyle, and going into like more merch stuff? What are some of the more like non-esports priorities for Heretics?
Yeah, no, actually, with lifestyle and merch, we have a really good like department there. Mostly in Spain for content. We have a lot of streamers that are not gaming related, but more like lifestyle related. We do a lot of videos, which get really good audience and views. And merch, I would say we are a really good merch team in with our jerseys. Like this was a really crazy
it's
jersey.
A good one, yeah, that's a great one.
And I really recommend anyone to go to our shop and just check it out, because we actually really get really good reviews and we put a lot of effort to merch. But yeah, I would say right now our focus is in competing, in really getting those all of our teams into our tier 1 worldwide, and just start getting new teams.
Because it all starts with winning. It's like if you're not winning, then you're not selling merch, then you're not the content's not doing as well. It all starts with winning, right?
Yeah, with winning, I think last couple of years, some teams really started like communicating really well and starting gaining a lot of fans for the way they made content, communicated. But I think everyone has stepped up in that direction. Like now, every team has a funny CM who does like the joke when he has to, and retweets and does everything well. Now I think it's back to winning. It's back to really not only winning, but like creating emotions in your fan base while you are playing. Because maybe you can lose. We've lost a lot with our Valorant team. We have won really, really little things, just one. But we were really loved team. Not because we were winning championship, but probably because we were losing them, But we were creating these emotions on the fan base that was really, really important for us.
So looking even further into the distance, we know you want to get into CS. We know you want to focus on winning. What is this if you look back, let's say 30 years from now, and you're like, okay, Heretics was this. Like, this is the entire legacy of Heretics. Like, what do you want that shape to be? What do you want that to look like?
I feel like in esports, in worldwide esports, we are going to go to a scenario, let's say in 30 years, where there's less teams that compete across a lot of games. Like, a lot of teams will be merging together, and there will be, let's say, 20, 30, like, really big orgs in the world that compete practically in every game across a lot of games, and we want to be one of them. We want to be one of them. We want to be the best one, actually, and we feel we can do that. We have a great team. We have a great management team, great investors, and I think that with hard work, we maybe some people see us as underdogs in that race to in 30 years number ones.
Maybe not anymore. I don't know.
But yeah, I think we're still pretty down and pretty underdogs. But I feel we can do it, and I think that's the way it's gonna go.
All right, so let's get in some rapid fire questions. What was your favorite Heretics moment of all time so far?
I mean, I would say getting into the Pro League in 2019, which I mentioned earlier. Obviously, it's really less important than getting World Finals or winning EWC, but for the moment, what it meant for us, like if we hadn't gotten into that league, I feel like we would have stopped growing. So maybe these moments wouldn't have been possible without those moments, and for me, that was really special.
Who do you see as your biggest opponent, your biggest rival in esports?
I think it's across games, you know.
Let's say in Valorant.
In Valorant, EDG, they beat us in the World Final. I can't wait to play against them again. Yeah, no, but net in EMEA, in Valorant EMEA, we have a great rivalry against Fnatic. It's really tight, actually, and I really want to win more championships against them. It felt really good winning EWC.
And maybe today we'll have other rivals in Call of Duty. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's hard to beat Optic in Call of Duty right now. This season we have beat them, but they made a change and now they're amazing. So I feel it's hard. Let's hope so.
Is there a creator or org you'd love to collaborate with, or someone you'd love to see be more of a part of Heretics?
And I mean, any crossover we can do sometimes with FaZe, Optic, or even 100 Thieves, which Nation I also looked up growing up. Those are things that really would make my 13, 14-year-old self really happy.
So you said what you do when Heretics don't win. You go to sleep, which is great advice. What do you do when you win?
When we win, I celebrate for a couple of hours and then I'm back to normal. I mean, I just get really happy, you know. I get really hyped, but I don't do anything crazy. I mean, it's probably like the same. I just go back to basics. Okay, we have to keep going. We have to keep working, and I mean, obviously, it's a good thing. But I think I should celebrate more. You know, you have to celebrate the good moment. I think I should change that a little bit more.
So I think you're a great example of an entrepreneur, someone who sees an opportunity in a region, says I want to take this thing and bring it here. I want to build this up from scratch, and I want to do it on my own terms. You've done a great job. What is some advice you would give to someone in a similar position who's starting this thing from scratch and wants to build it grassroots from passion and do it all the right way?
I mean, I would say like first you need to be extremely passionate about something. Without passion, like you're gonna get fed up about it because you cannot work as hard as you would need to without you loving your craft. And then I would say like if you have big ambitions, you have to have passion. You know, you have to have patience. I mean, okay, ambition is great, but you need the same amount of patience because ambition without patience is like frustration, you know. You need to have that patience. If not, you have to be committed to working every day on your craft. That's 100%. You have to do that, but you have to be patient also because if not, you're also gonna get fed up about it because you're not patient. You have to be the same amount of patience of ambition.
Great advice from one of the best org owners I've ever met in my life.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. So by the time this comes out, Heretics will have won or come very close to winning in Call of Duty. So I want you to look at that camera and give me a response for if you win, and then a response for if you just come close.
So if we win, I will be really happy because that means that we would have done 2 out of 2 in Esports World Cup, and that would be our first major tournament for Call of Duty for the Spanish community. So that would be amazing. And if we lose, I mean, I hope to get 3rd at least. That's like what I mean, if we're 4th, I'm not going to be happy at all. But third is okay because, well, Optic at the moment is really good.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Let the people know what Heretics is up to next. What's after Esports World Cup for you guys?
Well, just after Esports World Cup, I think we start summer split in LEC, and we're really close to qualifying to Valorant Champions in Paris from September to October. So that's something I'm really looking forward to.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for watching Origins by the Esports Awards. I'm Morgan Tremaine. Thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.